How's it going, everybody? So I saw this new arena thingy where if you reach 15k trophies, all of a sudden you have this mode unlocked where we're in this little green trophy league. And basically how it works is that there's arenas, and every arena you got to switch your deck. So for example, Arena 1, you can play this deck, and then the second arena, you have to switch all 8 cards. You can't repeat any of them. So I thought it would be interesting to try this out today. Anyways, I've never played it before, so I was like, oh, it's a new mode. I got to test it. It's also above 15k. You have to be 15k to reach it. I do believe so. The competition should be, fairly all right. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have reached 15,000 trophies by now, and that's probably why they did a mode like this. But I don't know. It's kind of an interesting concept, I guess, to have that in the game. I don't know who really asked for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop down the princess to back in the left-hand side. You know what I'm asking for is the mode in the right of the screen, like, you know what I mean, far right of the homepage tab. Where is that mode? There's just nothing there for like over a year now, I'm pretty sure. And it looks ugly just saying, oh, it's in maintenance for the last freaking decade almost. But looks like this guy's just playing the Bowler Balloon Freeze deck with the double dragons. Pretty popular deck right now, actually extremely popular. I'm going to go log on top of this Bowler. Unfortunately, my princess does die. I have another one, though, because, Evo Princess moment. Also, this is the deck I played a few days ago. I really like this deck. It's fun to use. And also, you can pretty much just spam down Princess every single time you have it. And it's really enjoyable because the Princess is a card where if you outcycle their spell, you get so much value out of it every single time. So anyways, this should be a pretty easy matchup because, like I said, he doesn't really have a way to kill my princess at all. And, that slowdown effect is going to freeze the lumberjack too, right, for a few seconds. Perfect, we'll take that. Then I can also go for the Tesla. It lasts forever. I mean, look how long that lasts. That's crazy. What was that, 4 or 5 seconds? I don't even know. Probably not quite that long, but still, Princess is still going to be on the map. He's going to have to respond to it, and we're going into double elixir pretty much with complete control of the game. He hasn't even touched our tower except for one freeze, I think it was. That does, wait, how much does freeze do? 60? That's kind of crazy, low-key. I'm going to go for the knight like this on top of the baby dragon. Inferno dragon does come down. Now, we don't have the best responses in the world to the Inferno drag, but I do have, Princess, which is going to just long-range attack it for a long time. Let's go for the E-Spirit too. And then I'm actually going to go for the defensive expo here because if I offensive any lumberjacks, I feel like we could be in a little bit of trouble, and I don't want to overcommit too much without, being sure that I can defend his pushes. And also, another thing is that I don't need to get damage to win this game. Like, I could genuinely just defend the whole time. This deck is pretty offensive, though, with the princess and the expo. So I'm going to go Princess to back, and then he does Tornado, but that only kills one of them. Now I have another one on the map, and they're just never ending. Let's go for the Knight on the back right, and then Skelly's up top, and then I have an Expo if I want to go offensive, but I'm just going to choose to go Evo Tesla up top on top of the Baby Dragon, and Electro Spirit here as well. And now we can just go for another Princess in the middle, and keep one on the map at all times. I think, like, genuinely we'll have a princess on the map at least 90% of this match, which is kind of absurd. But just going to go Skelly's like this, keep it alive, protect it like it's my girlfriend or something. I'm going to log and then E-Spirit 2 on the right-hand side, and then Princess all the way in the back. Okay, hopefully this other princess, nah, it's not going to survive, unfortunately. That Inferno Dragon is definitely taking it out. Let's go Skelly's up top. Right here, that Bowler 1 HP is quite the nuisance, but I can just go for the log and then also Electro Spirit here, and we're back to another princess. Literally not even using my expo hardly at all this game, but don't need to, I guess. Let's go Larry's to make sure that doesn't connect on my knight right away. And then Boulder is going to be a bit of a nuisance on the right-hand side, so I'm just going to defensive expo again. And, dude, this is crazy. We have basically just a walking princess tower shooting over and over and over again. Let's go for the Electro Spirit like this, keep our princesses alive, and then I can Tesla. Oh, they're going to die, rip. He finally took him off the map, but I have another one here. For this balloon. If he does freeze, I might have to rocket this. Hopefully he doesn't freeze. Yeah, we're good. I'm kind of happy he didn't. If he did freeze that, I would have had to spend 6 elixir, and it would have been quite the inconvenience, I guess is the right word. I'm just going to go ahead and rocket this balloon. If I had like 1 more elixir, I actually could have rocketed this balloon without hitting my expo at all, but that's still really good damage going into triple elixir, and that's pretty much all we need here to win this game. So I'm going to go Knight, Electro Spirit behind on top of that. Pretty solid, pretty solid. And then iDrag comes down in the back. I'm just going to Princess down low. And yeah, I've only played this deck for like a few hours, but I already can tell it's very, very clean and very, very good if you just play correctly. I'm going to go for the Rocket on the Balloon, Evo Tesla over here. He does freeze, but I have Electro Spirit like that, and we should be absolutely chilling. Oh, I kind of messed up my Tesla there. Thankfully, the iDrag doesn't do too much damage, but I can't be making mistakes like that for sure. Let's get one more defensive expo done. I have rocket for defense again, and I have just had something wrong with my rockets recently. I've been missing every rocket, but thankfully this time we don't really miss. I mean, we did miss the lumberjack, but that was only because the slowdown effect from the princess, so I'm not going to blame myself on that one. Got to have some type of excuse. Tesla's going to come down, and I can just go for the Larry's for this Inferno Dragon, expecting him to probably freeze, but Yeah, nothing he can really do in this situation. Prediction rocket on the balloon. Okay, that was, yeah, that did not connect. But still, a nice win right there. Absolutely nothing he could do to break through, and we just controlled the entire match with this deck. This mode's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how exactly it's going to look, but I mean, free rewards is free rewards. Everyone's going to be playing it for those. Up against RBE Catty in this next game, just going to go for the Electro Spirit like this. I do like the green trophy. I don't know, it looks clean on the screen in my opinion. And also, you go up perfectly by 30 and lose 30, I think, every time. I'm not sure exactly if it's going to stay that way when you get higher in trophies, if there's less people, you know, that you can match. But Musketeer comes down. Let me go for the Tesla here as well on top of that Knight and just kind of clean it up here. Now, Musketeer plus Knight, what could that be? I'm thinking, oh, I was going to say Graveyard, but he goes for a Hog, and I don't have anything for that Hog. This is actually the worst possible start, low-key, because I used my Tesla and I didn't know he had that. And now we take quite a bit of damage. Wow, 1,200 damage off the very beginning is quite the problem. I'm going to go Knight, though, because I don't want to take any more. And also, he's going to have to respond to both sides now. So, Princess is going to get on tower for 1. I can log, make sure we keep it alive on 1 HP. Oh, beautiful right there. Give me one more shot, please, Princess. One more. Oh, perfect. Okay, we're back in the game just because of that. 3 Princess shots is not quite as good as 2 Hog shots, but I will definitely still, you know, take that. I'm going to go for the Princess like this again and see how he plays. All right, I kind of have to go up top here with my cards. Unfortunately, I don't really want to, but wait, what? How did that Hog survive? It's going to get a hit too, isn't it? Oh my goodness gracious. Now, I did see an interesting debate the other day. There is currently like 34 Hogs or something in the top 200 of ladder, and I was seeing some people say that it actually needs a base hit point nerf, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the Hog Rider needs a nerf? I know probably 90% of you, well, I don't think 90%, but maybe like half of you would agree and half of you wouldn't. You know, depending on if you play the Hog Rider a lot yourself or have any trouble defending it. I personally don't really have too much trouble defending it usually, but there is definitely times like that time, for example, where it shouldn't have gotten a hit, I feel like, and somehow it still does. But I'm going to go for the Expo on the right-hand side here. Just to pressure him a bit, and then I'm also going to have my Electro Spirit hovered. I mean, it's not really going to help me much. He has Knight and then Earthquake, so most of our damage is probably going to have to be from Rockets or maybe some Princess chip this game. If I can, you know, get some of that, that would be pretty epic. I'm going to go for the Skellies down low and then Princess again. Let's also log this to make sure everything dies, then Evo Tesla up top. He does burn his ability. I would say that was a waste of 2 elixir right there, and Princess is also still on the map, which of course he'll just be logging pretty much every single time. So we're going to be looking to get our value out of our Princess early, with like right when we place it down, to hopefully help out with some Hog pushes and stuff. He's going to go Knight the back. I honestly think we just rocket that and predict Skellies for the Hog in case he does go for that. Looks like he's going to be patient and go for the Musketeer. So I'm actually going to Princess the Bridge. This is pretty cheese, but I'm going to, like I said, try and get some chip damage with it if I can. Goblins do come down. That's completely fine. I'm going to go for my Log, then go for my Knight up top on this Musketeer. Don't want to take any damage if I can prevent it. And he's going to go for his own Knight right there and then pop the Goblin's ability. So right now, he might Earthquake. I wouldn't be surprised on my Tesla. Yeah, he does. Okay, so I've, of course, got to be ready for the Hog Rider. Let's get my Princess down right now. We're already back to a Tesla and just one more card as well. So what I'm going to do is go for my Log like this. Oh, we get a huge Log, get all the Goblins in there too. And then Tesla comes down to clean up shop on this left-hand side. That's fine. I can go E-Spirit up top. No way. Oh my gosh, that was bad. That was bad timing. Let's go for the Rocket on his tower. I should not have taken that Muskie shot. That's actually really bad from me. And I'm disappointed in myself that I did. So I'm going to go for the Knight like this. He's going to Hog 1,000,000,000%. I guess I'll Tesla up top. I don't really want to, but if I Tesla low, it's a free Earthquake. So, you know, I guess you got to kind of choose your, what you're going to, you know, lose out on there, I guess. Either your Tesla dying quickly to the Muskie or your Tesla getting Earthquake value. The Knight's going to connect on that Musketeer. No, it's not. He does get the Ice Spirit down in time, so that's fine. I can just go for my Knight down low again. And then once again, Princess the middle. Pretty much the whole game, I just want to drop this down and force him to log over here, so he's not, you know, actively logging my tower on the left-hand side and getting more chip damage. Let's go Skellies. Okay, that was bad timing. And then E-Spirit like this. I'm going to Rocket again because, I mean, if I do go for the Expo, I don't really think it's getting too much value. Now, I could try and cheese with the Princess the Bridge, but I think I'm going to wait until later in this match, and hopefully we can do that here in a bit. So he does go for the Log on the Princess. That's fine. I can get my Larrys down up top, go for the E-Spirit like this, go for the Rocket on his tower once more, and yeah, pretty much there's no point to me going offensive Expo against Hog Earthquake at all. I think this is kind of the moral of this matchup. It always goes this way. You know, you can never connect on their tower. Now, that Hog almost got a hit somehow. Let's go for the Knight down low. Electro Spirit Princess again to kill these Goblins, and he's going to Hog Rider probably, so I'm going to go for my Skellies early, and then I also have my Evo Tesla ready for this. So yeah, he does go for that. I'm just going to go for the Evo Tesla now. Princess is, of course, still alive. I can Rocket again. And he does log, but it's not really going to help him too much in this situation. A princess comes down. I'm going to go for these skellies to pull these goblins back, just in case, you know, he re-pops them and I can somehow get cheesed. Somehow they went back across the bridge. That was kind of crazy. Let's go Tesla over here. He goes for the earthquake on my tower and the princess. Not really going to help him much there. And even if he goes for a hog, we are already back to a Tesla in time to stop the hog. He doesn't even go for it. He goes for a double musketeer at the bridge, and that's going to do it right there. So yeah, solid win. Didn't really have to do anything too crazy. That game just kind of defended. I mean, I made a little bit of a mistake early on letting the hog connect and got into a hole, but yeah, we still pulled it back fairly easily. Up against Sabo right here from the Julia Boy clan. If he doesn't do anything at all, I'm just going to drop this off in the back. Baby Dragon comes down. Okay, so could be really any type of beatdown deck looking at that right there. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Skellies in the middle like this right here. Princess should get a shot. Okay, he has Log and a Baby Dragon. Kind of an odd combination. Two cards you don't see in the deck. Or in the same deck, rather, usually. So which comes down in the back? Oh, I mean, it's tempting to Expo their lane. It's also very tempting to Rocket. I just realized this guy's level 15 King Towers, so that's kind of a bit unfortunate for him. That is the thing about Clash, you know, everything's level 16 now. I mean, for better or worse, definitely for worse. There's no reason to be better, but still, I feel like most people are going to have level 16 cards, but maybe not completely in a full 8-card deck of them. I don't know. You guys can let me know as well if you do have a full level 16 deck yet, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my princess to back again. I could go with the bridge. I'm going to go with the bridge because I'm toxic. And also, he has logs, so I feel like if I put it in the back, it wouldn't get any value. But if I get at the bridge and he doesn't expect it, we at least get that one shot on tower before he logs, I guess. You know, even though I'm the biggest hater of Princess the River, I got to do it myself sometimes. You got to do what you got to do. It's a good play for a reason most of the time. I'm going to rocket this witch again. Why did he do that? That was kind of odd. Oh, my gosh. Imagine. Oh, my gosh. Wait, what? Dude, that would have been a big brain play if he actually would have got that down, but he didn't have elixir, so I don't know what just happened right there. Honestly, that could have been really, really, really bad. Let's go for the Skellies. Let's go ahead and log this barrel down low, then Princess to bridge again because I am toxic. Electro Spirit 2. Oh, perfect. We kill that Skarmy. We only get one shot, but the Princess Aura is going to kill the rest of that Skarmy when it pops. I think that's the coolest part about the card is when it dies, it gives that little slowdown effect and does damage as well. So, anyways, off to an amazing start. There's really no sign of us choking this game from this point. I feel like we should be completely fine, even though he does have Monk. Monk's pretty good counter to Expo and the Princess, too. So I'm just going to go for the Princess here soon. Actually, I'm going to Princess the middle like this right now. He does Monk. Okay, I probably should have expected that. That was probably a dumb Princess play by me. He also timed the Monk perfectly. I don't know if he meant to do that, but he timed it perfectly to where it actually got the Princess to shoot it twice while it was in its ability. And I can just go for these Skellies Knight like this. Hopefully we don't take too much damage from that Goblin Barrel. Not too shabby. I can go Princess down low again, and this should be a pretty free win. I want to get an Expo lock if I can. I'm actually going to go Expo on the left-hand side because I think he's going to defend that Knight with like a Valk or something. Yeah. So now he's going to Monk most likely, and if he does Monk, yep, there it is. I can actually outcycle his Monk this time with my Expo again if I want to. So I'm going to go for the Knight early. He just logged, so our Princess is going to get so much value here, and then I can just immediately rip an Expo on this right-hand side. Perfect sequencing. Ooh, this might be GG's. He does not have Monk in cycle. I don't think there's any way for him to get to it in time. Right here, I'm going to go log like this. He does have Valkyrie, though, probably back in hand. So there's the Valkyrie. Okay, let's get the Electro Spirit down like this. Let's go ahead and drop down the Knight as well. Okay, looking pretty solid. He actually gets a Monk down. I did not expect him to get a Monk down, but what that does mean is now he really can't get back to a Monk, and I can just offensive Expo once more. Doesn't have Valken cycle either, I don't believe. Princess stays alive. It's going to shoot that Skarmy. Never mind, he does log just in time, but the E-Spirit, though, is going to take care of business. I can go ahead and log this Goblin Hut, and even if he Valkyries right now, this game is very much over. We are going to successfully pull this one off. Very good win right there. Very off-meta, weird deck from the opponent. Did he even have a win condition? I guess Goblin Barrel's a win condition, but that was all he really had for the offensive end right there. Honestly, I think I've faced the Hero Tombstone like 3 times since it came out. I genuinely never faced this card. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I think it might be one of the worst cards they've ever released in terms of usability that they haven't instantly buffed. I'm not sure if they will. I'm assuming they're probably going to work on some type of like change. Maybe it will be 5 elixir, who knows. It's still like not even that bad of a card, but just for a hero, I feel like it's not getting the usage. This guy probably has Lava Hound based off his first couple cards with the arrows and the Eye Drag and the Valk. Now, arrows usually means they don't have Fireball as well in their deck, and it's probably going to be like Zap or what else? Maybe Vines, maybe Minor, and no second spell, those type of things. I'm going to go for the Expo here. He Lava Hounds at the exact same time. Okay, not too shabby. Lava Hound's interesting. We do have Rocket, we do have Tesla, we have Princess. He does have the arrows for the Princess, so might make things a little bit more difficult defending-wise, but I'm going to go for the E-Spirit down low like this. We're going to take some damage from these dragons. I'm going to Skellies up top. Hopefully we don't take too much. I can go for the Princess down low as well. Okay. Balloon does come down. I'm just going to go ahead and rocket this. Hopefully we can time this correctly. I don't believe he's back to arrows, or maybe he's one card. Is he one card away? I think he's one card away from them, unless I'm crazy. I'm going to go ahead and knight because I don't think that's going to time correctly. Yeah, the princess was just like a millisecond too early from getting that really nice shot on top of all the pups, which is a little unfortunate, but I feel like he's very low on elixir. I want to go for the electro spirit like this up top and let my princess kind of do its thing on top of that eye drag. Not too shabby at all. I'll save that one extra elixir. Don't really need to drop it down right there for that infernal drag. Now, he does Valk the bridge. Interesting. I'm tempted to go for another expo here. I'm gonna go Skellies first, and then I guess I'll just go ahead and drop my princess down. He's just gonna arrows this. I guess it's a 3-for-3 trade. It is what it is. Once he does arrows that, I'm assuming there it is. I was like, surely he's going to. But now I could go for the expo here. I'm just gonna cycle my log because I don't know exactly what his second ground card is. What does he play? Does he play guards? I can't remember. It's either probably guards or barbarians as the second card. Oh, that was bad timing to go knight in the back. I'm just gonna go for the expo. This guy, as you can tell, is just gonna be super aggressive, and the guards do come down, so now we know that is the case. I'm going to princess early because he doesn't have his arrows in cycle yet, and hopefully my princess can get some good value here. He's probably going to go, yep, there's the Valkyrie at the bridge. I'm going to Tesla down low for all this, and then Skelly's over here for the Valkyrie. Hopefully my Tesla can kind of lock in and take care of that Valk. Perfect. I can go for the knight like this, and then just let that Tesla and the princess do a bunch of work right there. There's the arrows. I can go for the E-Spirit like this, Evo Tesla, then Skelly's to keep my not Inferno Dragon, my Tesla alive. Kill the Inferno Dragon. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Let's go for the princess like this right here. There's the guards again. I mean, it's all right. I'm just gonna log them, I guess, to take care of business. And only 15 seconds left. I'm gonna go for the Electro Spirit like this, get a Tesla down again. We have double Tesla here for this Lava Hound, so I definitely feel pretty good about this defense. I could rocket this instantly. I'm actually not going to because I want to save it. Oh, I could rocket all that still. I'm just going to princess, though. I've already committed to defending without the rocket. So let's go for the E-Spirit like this. And honestly, it feels good when you don't need to go for the rocket on defense. It's kind of cool. I'm just going to go ahead and drop down the princess on top of his eye dragon and the skeleton dragon. It's going to die, but it does at least get that shot off, which is really what I needed. Also, he has vines. I'm glad we put that princess down, or we would have probably lost the game, or at least taken a lot of damage. Wait, I'm going to pop my ability here because now he has to defend the right-hand side, and he's going to probably go guards on that. Then he has no elixir probably, right? So there's the guards. They're going to kite out of range. What a smart play that was. Right there, because now my Expo is going to take the whole tower, and that's going to be GG's. Even if it doesn't, I could rocket the right-hand side. But yeah, beautiful win right there. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, and of course, enjoy the butch clip, and have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.